This coffee's perfect, by the way.
Thank the machine.
Thank you, machine. Hi, my name is Ed Knight. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I'm here at the Independent HQ to play Overrated or Underrated.
We're going to kick things off with astrology.
What type of astrology? I think the Chinese zodiac is amazing. I was born in the year of the pig. I do feel strongly that being born in the year of the pig has greatly influenced my life. But like the ones that scare you in the newspaper, and it's like, your life sucks, you're poor.
Did you check your horoscope for today?
It doesn't seem like there is a horoscope in here.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I'd love to hear my
Your horoscope is, today you can be powerfully persuasive. You're likely to resent anyone who blocks your plans. This is a lucky time to make a break from the usual routines. Accept last-minute invitations.
I love routines, and I don't like accepting invitations, so that makes me feel conflicted. But if the newspaper's telling me to do it, I guess I will. Overrated or underrated? I'll say overrated.
So next up, we have meal deals.
I'm gonna say they're appropriately rated. I've been told that I have a very strange meal deal. I did a tour show in Bristol a couple of years ago or last year, and like I mentioned what it was offhand, and it started like a 45-minute long argument.
What is the meal deal that was so divisive?
Egg and cress sandwich,
Right.
water,
Oh.
and then I can't remember what my snack was. It was like a Graze bar or something. A meal deal would never be my first choice of budget meal when I'm out and about. Like Wasabi do like really cheap, like sushi and like hot bits of chicken and stuff. I will eat Mercury if it push comes to shove. If there are no Tesco's nearby, but there is like a Hatter's shop, I will go in and ask if I can have a glass of tap water and a big bowl of Mercury.
Mullets on men.
I think I'm gonna have to go with underrated for this one because they're getting a bit of a hard time at the moment. I remember when I was a kid, it was like, you know, the mullet had an extremely bad reputation, but now it's everywhere, and I think that's quite cool.
It's a good haircut, but with bad PR.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Someone needs to get on the. So it needs to be someone's job to get out there and start like pressing for mullets. And I just think all haircuts are quite brilliant, really. We've got this like stuff that grows out of our head, and we use it for like expression. I think that's pretty nice. It's like birds with like cool plumage and stuff.
IKEA.
Actually, I might have to go with underrated because
Okay.
I got all my lamps from there, and I can only get my light bulbs from there now. So I'm kind of in IKEA's pocket here. If I slag them off too much on the independent website, they might discontinue the light bulbs I need for all my lamps.
They do watch all our content.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Sake.
Yeah.
No, actually, them. I hate it in there. It's too big. It's really confusing, and like the allure exists entirely in the promise realm. The good thing about going to IKEA is you go into the showroom, the fake rooms, and you go, wouldn't it be brilliant if I had a different life, if I was a completely different man? And then you buy the desk and you put it in your room. That lamp in my sort of dingy, horrible room doesn't have the same effect as when it's in IKEA, you know. Wow, what if I had £1 million and really good taste? Well, I don't, so.
Lucozade Sport.
Overrated because normal Lucozade is better.
What is the difference?
I don't know if one's got more like electricity in it or something. Orange Lucozade is the best drink. It is an amazing drink.
Playing with Lego as an adult.
I'd say that Lego is underrated. My grandparents, when I was a kid, had like some Lego from like the 70s, like original Lego that was my mum's or something. And that was great because it was purely kind of like just gone mid-century functional Lego, sort of like up 70s Danish Lego. There's nothing special about it. No Anakin Skywalkers or Spider-Man. It's not up to the Lego company to decide who this little person is. I'll decide if it's Spider-Man. You can do anything with it. You can make like a car out of it. You can swallow it for attention. I used to do that.
What was the brick size of choice for you?
For eating?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's hard to say.
So many options.
Yeah, there's so many options, so many different shapes and things to choose from. But yeah, I just couldn't get enough of this stuff. I'm getting antsy because I haven't eaten any Lego for about 15 minutes.
Velvet.
Underrated.
Okay.
It's sick. It feels amazing, and it feels really special and kind of and interesting when you have like a piece of velvet. Velvet does good, and I like it when you get, what's that like special, you know, it's not velvet, but it's sort of like velvet. But when you like rub it one way, it goes a different color. That's brilliant.
Like the pillows where like, you know, you rub it one way and it's like sequins.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like that. There's too much engineering for a pillow.
Clapping when the plane lands.
Underrated. It's called to clap for things. I like to, when people clap for me, and it's like a big part of my job is at the end, if I've done a good job, people will clap for me. How could I begrudge a pilot or the cabin crew the experience that I love so much and hoard it all for myself? Do you know what I mean? It should be impressive that this massive machine has taken us from one country to another. You know, what's wrong with showing a little bit of appreciation? People are clapping for my stand-up comedy, but people are far more justified in clapping for being alive. So I'd say underrated.
Weetabix.
Oh, massively underrated. I remember like my granddad having Weetabix all the time and being like, this stupid you can just have Cocoa Pops, what's wrong with you? And now I'm like, he was right the whole time. Weetabix is absolutely amazing. I can't remember the last time I had it, but like, now that you said that, it's like, I'm definitely gonna have to have I'm gonna have to get a box and have some for my breakfast.
Small plates.
Massively, massively overrated. I've had a few small plates dinners recently. All I can think of is, man, I wish this plate was bigger. I like to have a big plate of big dinner in front of me. Yeah. And so you get like, not enough of loads of different stuff, and you don't like 3/4 of them. Small plates can get f***ed as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much to The Independent for having me and letting me play Overrated and Underrated. I'm going on a tour of the UK, and so you can come and watch me on my stand-up tour, and I'm also doing the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, so you can come and watch me there. Thank you very much. We should give all men a pair of small flags to express themselves with. Because this is really, I'm really liking it. This is the best conversation I've had in many years.